So, this is what's been going on. Alright, this is what's been going on. I know I haven't done a video in a while, and I just haven't. Just so much has been going on. Okay, I don't know if y'all know any of this because I don't remember what the last video was, and I did not look at it before I started videotaping. Now, alright, Nathan had an accident almost 2 weeks ago. He got T-boned. I believe they are going to total the vehicle. We weren't sure at first because it was drivable, but you can't open the driver's front door and the passenger door on the driver's side because it's a 4-door cab Toyota Tacoma. You can't open both of those doors. The guy hit him smack in the middle of the doors. The guy was ticketed, not Nathan. I talked to the body shop yesterday. They said it's totaled on their end. I just have to wait for the official insurance determination on whether or not it is totaled. So that's where we stand on that. Johnny and I are fine. We're doing great. I actually got to meet his brother from Iowa last weekend. He came into town, and I got Johnny had his brother Tom, and his brother Robert lives in town with him. They both came over, so the three brothers could see each other and spend some time. And I was the lucky one that got to be there with them. We grilled steaks out and had a great time. So I got to meet him, and I got to. I had met Robert once in Walmart, but not really got to, as where I come once to say, visit with him. So it was nice to sit around and get to know them a little bit. Johnny's going to school. I don't know if I said that or not before in a video, but he's been going to school, and hey, more power to anybody who wants to go back to school and get a degree, whether or not they use it for anything when they're later in life. You're never too old to learn. So I'm proud of him going back to school in his 60s and getting his degree. You know, if he's got the time and can do it, do it. I got a wild hair up my butt. That's what I call it, a wild hair. Where I come from, when you do something crazy or something, it's a wild hair. Or a bug crawled up your butt, one or the other. So I got a wild hair or a bug crawled up my butt. And I decided I had time to go to bartending school. So that's where I'm headed this morning, to bartending school. My 4th day of bartending school. Now, okay. You can do this thing within like a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, okay? Most normal people can. I can't. I believe, I've been told, my son was diagnosed with ADD, dyslexia and ADD when he was little. And when they diagnosed him and did all the testing, my mom said to me, that's what you have. But back in my day, they didn't test you. They just said, study harder. And study was hard for me. Now, I ain't stupid. I can learn anything. I just have to do it a little bit slower, and I have to study harder. So, I have decided, because there's so much I have to learn, and it doesn't help the fact that I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. I don't even know alcohol. So I had told my instructors, because I have 6 months to complete this course. So I told my instructors that I was just coming in this week and next week for the lectures. You know, the classroom time where they go through everything, talk about each groups of drinks. Like yesterday we did shooters and bombs. We did highballs and rocks the day before. And I think we did margaritas and or daiquiris or something, the other one. Well, I told them I was coming in for the lectures only, because I'm planning on doing it this way. Go in for the classroom time. Then after next week, read the whole freaking textbook. It's not that thick. It's not thick as a nice thick spiral notebook. Go through it and read it a couple times and get it studied and get the little chapter quizzes done, and then that way if I have any questions about one of them, I can ask, then go back in and do the mixology part where I practice the mixing. I got my pours down, my free pours. I got them down. I got them down the first day. I wasn't worried about that. I will practice some of that at home yet. I did get some empty liquor bottles and the pour spouts and the little jig and everything. So I will practice that. In fact, I'm going to do that this weekend. But in a week or two, after the classroom part is done, I'm going to go in on the off times and practice the pouring behind the bar. Because for the test, I have to be able to make 20 drinks in 8 minutes. And my problem is I don't know liquors, so I don't know where it all is on the back, and I don't know the different liquors. So today I'm going to take pictures of the bar so I can study where the different liquors and liqueurs are, so I can understand that in a picture of the well in front of me. But there was an incentive for Kentucky for bartenders to get licensed. So part of Kentucky is paying for my licensing, which is nice. And it's something that in the past I've said, over the years, I've said it a couple different times to the ex-husband, oh, I want to go take bartending school. And the first couple times it was like, oh no, it's against our religious beliefs. Yeah, we know about our religious beliefs in our marriage. But I'm not going there. So I'm not against drinking. I don't promote drinking, but I don't put people down for drinking. I just put people down for being stupid, and I don't really put them down, but I just think, everybody's entitled to a drink. I've had a few drinks in my life. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an occasional drink here and there, or having a nice glass of wine with dinner, or having a beer with a burger. But it's what I have always said, no drinking in the house, is because I know it can become addicting. It can become a habit. And I hate to see people drown their sorrows in their beer or their booze. Now, will I see that? Yes, I will. But I'm going to look at it as a job and try to be that responsible bartender that when it looks like somebody's had too much, kind of try to cut them off. But I think it'll be fun to do it in two. It might be fun to see drunks. I thought... I was with Johnny's a week ago, and we were watching this show called Bar Rescue. And I said to him, I've always wanted to be a bartender. He just kind of giggled, I think. And I said, no, I'm serious. I said, is there a bartending school? And I found one in Lexington. And I said, for shits and giggles, I'm just going to fill it out. And lo and behold, I got a phone call the next day, talked to the guy, and then I could come in and just look at the school. I was not committed to anything. And I told Johnny, I'm going to go check it out. I might just sign up. And I did. So I don't want to get in some seedy bar if I do something with this. I just want to do maybe some weddings or events, or get into like a restaurant type bar like Chili's or Applebee's or something like that, where they serve food. I don't want to go into some seedy little dive. I don't want to go into some high-powered or real popular young people hangout. I'm not looking at it to make the big bucks. I'm looking at it just to make a little cash and make a little money, pocket money, and just enjoy it. It's all on how you look at things. It's like if I was to get my cosmetology license up here, if I was to go that avenue, which right now I don't think I want to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in a year or two. I would not want to work. I would not want to work full time at it. I just want to do it a few days a week, just for the pocket money and the basically paying my power bill, my water bill, and gas and food kind of thing. Just pay my bills. Because I live, I told y'all before, I live extremely, I don't have big bills. I just, Bevels will tell you I'm a shopper, but I'm not a shopper. Well, she told me. But she didn't say it in a mean way or anything. I shop more than she does, and she doesn't shop hardly at all either. But I don't have to buy fancy clothes, fancy purses, fancy shoes, that kind of stuff. Compared to other women, I'm not a shopper. Compared to Bebbles, I'm a shopper. But so that's what's been going on. My porch is painted. I had the support beam in the corner of the porch that's holding up the corner of the house. I still need to paint the top half of that. Everything has had one coat of paint. I had put sand on the steps and ran out of paint before I could paint over the sand on the steps. So I got to paint that yet as soon as it stops raining enough to do it. And I got permission from the gas company to paint the big old gas propane tanky thing on the side of the house, a giant thing. So I got permission from them to paint it, and we're going to paint it to look like the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles. Nathan and I are. At least that's our plan. And I want to paint my fire pit bright yellow and then do flames coming up it. I think that would be kind of cool. And I want to paint giant sunflowers on my shed yet before winter. I'm hoping that I will get the siding, the new roof, and the windows put on before winter, but I don't know. Everything's back ordered. I'm hoping that will happen here in the next month, within October. But been playing phone tag with the guy, the Amish crew that's going to be doing it, the head of the crew. But I just hope it happens. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It'll be next year. I can make it another winter without that, but I was hoping to get it done. But other than that, not much has been happening. I think at the end of this video, I'll slap a little bit of some things I have videotaped. Because I've been busy. I know y'all want to see the busy, but it's been boring busy in my book. Just boring busy. But I'm not enjoying this drive into Lexington every day because it's over an hour and a half. So I've not been enjoying that. That's why I think I'm gonna stay over at Johnny's when I go back in for my mixing. Because I'm allowed to come into the bartending school up to 6 months to get my test. I have 6 months to do it all in. I won't need 6 months. But when I told him I was going to do the class lectures now and then do the studying and try to memorize the recipes, because that's going to take a little bit. There's 50 recipes I need to memorize. I told him I'd come back in on the dead times. You know, there's a time slot that's a little bit less people in there, and I can possibly do the mixology. Johnny's like 45 minutes from the school. I'm an hour and a half-ish from the school. So I'm just going to stay over at his place a couple days at the end of the week and go in and do the mixing. So I was just getting a headache and I know the dyslexia was kicking in because as I was writing things down the other night, the letters they all like jumbled together. They were like, they didn't make any sense anymore. And I'm like, okay, close your eyes, clear your head for a minute, because the numbers are bunching up together, or they're not looking like, or the letters are bunching up together and they're not looking like what they are. So, because I was just cramming so much in. So I just need to step back, because I know I can do this, because I don't know if I told you guys, when I did that nature center down in Florida when I was the education director, I learned everything about that, plus extra history of the Indians that were native to the area. It was one of the lost tribes, 5 lost tribes of Florida. That one of them was part of the Indians there. So I mean, I can learn stuff. I just have to do it at a little bit slower pace and work a little harder at it. So that's what I plan on doing. And then whether or not I do anything with the license, I don't know. I just always wanted to do that. And I have decided since my divorce, I was never wild when I was young. Never was. I was not a wild child. I've always been an independent thinker or a free thinker or whatever, and done things my way. And that's why I told Johnny when I first met him, I ain't like any other woman you're ever going to meet, because I'm still my own person and I do things different than everybody else, but I was never wild. So I think now I'm wild. No husband, no parents to answer to. I'm a wild child now. I'm sowing my oats as I'm after 50. See, and it's actually more fun to do it after 50 because you got nobody to tell you can't do it. Johnny keeps joking around and I need to get with the program. I'm like, there is no program. But he keeps telling me, woman, you gotta get with the program. I'm like, there is no program, mister. But yeah, he and I are, like I said, he and I are fine. We're just each busy a little bit, trying to spend as much time as we can together. Am I supposed to? No. I hope I did not just. Okay, I don't know what just got cut off because I had to push the button to see where I was at on the GPS. I didn't want to miss an exit because I did that the other day, and I ended up a 1.5 hour trip home, ended up to almost 3.5 hours. So I don't want to do that again. But it wasn't a bad thing because I found Chick-fil-A, and I haven't had Chick-fil-A for over a year. So that was a nice little mistake happen. So, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna say enjoy the craziness of life, because you might laugh and want me to tell a friend. So I will see you guys in the next video.